Alright, let's talk about hair textures for straight hair wavers. This can vary from one hair texture to the three. If you don't know what I mean or what this looks like, I've drawn this image that you can see on the screen to show you what I mean. Alright, here we have the ones. These are like pretty straight. This is what you would call straight hairs. The twos you would cl- classify most of this as straight hair. 2A maybe, 2B and 2C you would consider wavy. 3A, 3B, yeah, I would say these are curly, but still in range of being called, well, straight hair waves. And then 3C is like a coily curly, and I wouldn't really consider that straight hair waves as what we would call it here, because this is nowhere near straight. Well, compared to coarse hair, this would probably be about medium texture hair. Alright, let's talk about the ones. Personally, I think with 1A texture hair, it's completely impossible to get waves. I'm gonna point that out, I'm gonna say the truth there. With 1B and 1C hair, I think it is possible, but it's very, very difficult, so it's very, very hard to get waves, and I'm most likely you're not going to be seeing many rows. I would say probably the most you could get with 1B hairs, 2, and then 1C, two maybe 3. I'm really, it's really hard. You'd have to be wolfing for a very long time to achieve anything, I would say. But yeah, it's pretty much impossible. Alright, so the two texture hair is, well, a lot of straight hair wavers have between these hair textures. And for 2B here, I wouldn't really agree with this being 2B hair. It looks the same, it looks even curlier than 2C here. Yeah, but this is wavy hair. And between all of these, I would say 4 to 5 rows, definitely possible. But yeah, most straight hair wavers are usually about 2C. And the threes, a lot. And I said most on the last one, but this is like a lot. I would say a lot more straight hair wavers had these hair textures. As you see here, it says curly / coily. This is what I said earlier, but I wouldn't include this in straight hair waves. You can see that's really like, yeah. And I would say like most, I see a lot of Asian straight hair wavers, and I would say they would mostly have like about 3A or even 2C texture hair. But then between 3A and 3B, you can probably get about 8, 9 rows in. I have about 7 or 8 right now. I could get a lot more. I just need to wolf and put in brushwork. But yeah, you just want to clarify what straight hair waves actually mean. It all comes from here. I'm not going to be listing 4 texture hair because that's coarse hair, ranging from there. Coarse, medium, maybe 4A is probably about medium, and then coarse from there. But I would say 3C is definitely medium texture hair, not straight hair. Well, straight hair wave. So when you search up straight hair waves, you get mixed results. You can get this. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is probably like 2 in the 2 hair texture range. This is possible, very possible. I don't know about ones though. 1A hair is just, I don't know. I don't think you're gonna get much. Um, this guy, he could either have. I think this is 3C hair. Yeah. So I would say this is medium. but a lot of when you try straight hair waves, it can be quite deceiving online. I know on YouTube it can be quite deceiving and things like that. And like, see this. I think I would say this. Wait, this isn't a very big image, but let's look at this again. Never mind. But you can see it here. I wouldn't say this is straight hair. This is probably about 3B again. Here. Yeah, this is probably 3A, or well, this is possible with 3A texture hair, maybe even 3B. But yeah, it's quite deceiving. Yeah, again. Ooh, this. No, that's definitely 3C hair. I wouldn't say this is really achievable with 3B, though. If you put in a lot of time, maybe you could get something like this. But yeah, and then there's nothing else I really see. Oh yeah, Gone for the Great. I want to say here, he called his hair straight hair waves, or he said some people were calling it that. He has about, so yeah, he said about his hair's about a 3C, maybe even 4A hair. I wouldn't call that straight hair waves. Here, oh, this is Wavy Cakes. I think he claimed to have about in the 2 hair texture hair. But if you look at his hair now, it looks about 3A. So I don't know what that's about. He said a video about how he went from straight hair to curly hair, he was brushing and all that. But I don't know about that, because I would have said this is achievable with. If he said 2B hair, I wouldn't say so. But if you look at someone like Tsunami Timo, yeah, this is his hair. He claims to have about 2B hair, and when he's combed his hair back and things like that, it does look about that hair texture. But he claims to have had brush in this image here. He had claimed to brush about 6. I think it was 6 or 8 hours a day back here. So he was putting in a lot of work. So maybe this, I don't know. It's really weird. I haven't seen anyone else with his hair texture achieve this. Maybe he's just going more out than everyone else, but for the average person, I wouldn't say this is achievable at his hair texture. Unless you're dedicated and you have a lot of spare free time on your hands. But otherwise, no, I would say I wouldn't really say this is achievable. Look, oh fuck. Alright, looking at this YouTuber here, I've watched him before on my other channel, so I'm not going to say anything here, but looking at his hair texture, I don't know if he's ever said his hair texture, but he does look to have incredibly straight hair here. I think he could even have 1C hair texture here, so it's definitely possible to get that. He might have 2A, I don't know, but it's possible to get this, but it's very hard. As I said earlier, it's like almost impossible. I've looked at his hair, and he's been looked to have wolfing for a really long time as well to achieve this. But still, yeah, it definitely is possible for a 1C texture person to get, or 2A. I don't really know what he is. And guys, with that, I just want to say thank you for listening. I know this video has been a bit all over the place, but make sure to leave a comment about any questions, or I'm going to be leaving my IG in the description, or you can just go onto my channel and click it from the banner. But yeah, I just wanted to say my thoughts on straight hair wavers, and well, I want to give my opinion, and I think what really is the truth about this. So make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next video.